Hey guys, welcome to a new video and I hope you are having a fantastic weekend. First off, I want to talk about the lower right corner of the video in which you see yours truly. I have finally figured out how to put myself in the video to get the right setup and everything, including the lighting, but more importantly, the software, because my computer is getting really bogged down and I hope that the quality for this video comes out at least remotely good. As far as it's smooth, I'm happy with it because it means that I can continue to work on my current computer. The craziest part about this video though is that I literally did it 3 times in a row forgetting to unmute the microphone. So there you have it. I already practiced doing this one several times, so hopefully it'll come out really well. The first thing I want to show you is this ominous, ugly looking structure right here. And in reality, when I'm going to start building these for production value, they're going to be a lot smaller, probably 5 blocks wide, because they only have 3 pistons inside. And as I said, they are very ominous creations. Now, I'm just realizing that this one is not symmetrical and there's 1 extra block on the right, but oh well. For now, we're gonna look at this from here. All you can see is a pressure plate and a magma block under it. Now, I think a lot of players will wonder, hey, maybe this won't hurt me. Maybe it'll open the door. My plan is when I build this in the wild on a faction server, I'm going to have some signs that indicate like someone talking to their friend going, hey, let's claim this base. Like it's unclaimed to encourage people to go in basically. Because once you step here, you have a piston push in from the top and 2 pistons from here, and they literally do not retract because they are pushed by regular pistons, not sticky pistons. So even if you manage to destroy the block under you, these pistons will still be there, and then you'll die before you get to destroy the magma block. I think, maybe not, but either way, it's a neat little trap, and I think it could use a lot of improvement, but I really enjoyed building it because it's simple, and I finally, now that I'm playing factions and survival online, God, I walked into it again. Now that I'm playing factions and survival, I do have use for some of these machines that I've been building. For example, in factions, I've been using cannons all the time, and I intend on showing you that in my next live stream, hopefully, if that continues to work correctly. So with that said, I think this is everything on this trap that looks really ugly again and is huge just to accommodate 3 pistons. So in the future, you will be seeing these probably in my live streams on Manacube factions or any other faction servers that I choose to play. Now we are looking at the second creation, which is not a sporting event, if you were wondering that. This is a set of command blocks that has fill commands with water and air. And I have no idea why there's a cow there. There's a cow in the middle of the map. This is creative with no mob spawns, but it's probably from one of my machines and experiments. So anyway, these command blocks are in a series. They look awkward, not because of any intelligent decision, but because I went far in the first row and then I decided it's going to be a lot harder if I make it that long. So I made it more compact and built those last 4 rows. Now what happens here is that this is a fountain, and I'm going to press it to show you because command blocks, they're kind of boring. There's not much to say about them except the command. But if you take a look here, you'll see that I made a little sequence of movements that it's kind of like a fountain. And this time when I started it, I forgot to add this one last piece of redstone that makes sure it repeats indefinitely. And I usually take this off when I log out because I don't want, worlds that already have redstone running are kind of hard to load initially. So if this is already running, sometimes it might crash with those infinitely looping circuits, as it's an issue I've had in the past. So another thing I want to say about this video is you'll probably see that it has a more improvish nature. So I basically am coming up with things. I decided what to show you, but I'm coming up with things as I'm looking at them and as I remember them. And I think this kind of goes with the part about recording while playing at the same time. I'm doing it kind of like a live stream. I know I can do a better script and follow my original format. But I think for videos that I have my face in, I will more likely be doing this where it's more improv. And I'm playing Minecraft, so it's probably okay. And a lot of Minecraft players would probably rather see me playing the game than just showing cuts of the cool machines. But I will keep doing that. I will keep building stuff and showing them off in specific videos. But I'm also leaning towards doing a lot more streams, as I probably have mentioned already in this video. And now the final thing we're going to look at in this video, and I hope that the microphone is muted because God, if it is muted, I'm not doing this video again, I promise. What this is a pig farm again, and it's built in survival mode because I wanted to try it out before taking it. Let me correct that. It's built in creative mode because I wanted to try it out with free materials before taking it to survival. However, after I finished it, I realized that on Manacube survival, there's no point in breeding pigs, and even on factions, because you can't sell them in the marketplace. And yeah, so it's not worth it. But for the future, if that changes, or if I discover that I do have use for pork chops, then I'll go ahead and build this in survival. However, this can work perfectly the same way for chicken, so let's take a look at it. There is a spawner right down the center here, and then you have 2 rows of grass, 2 blocks, and then just these 3 blocks of lava in the center. So when the pigs spawn, they're going to spawn on the grass, and they're not going to go towards the lava. Now, I have an excessive amount of pistons to make this machine work. This row of pistons right here is going to push this entire row of iron blocks, closing in the roof, so the pig is now trapped in a 1 block tall area. Then this entire row of pistons is going to extend, pushing this block in, leaving all the pigs in a 1 by 1 row. And in that same motion, you will have this water get released as well as the water from the other side, pushing the pigs all the way to the lava. Now, this is an extremely fast machine. You wouldn't even believe it after you've seen my previous ones that take forever to clear out a mob this big. Literally, this takes seconds to produce a bunch of cooked pork chop. As you can see, they're all going there, and that's it. Once they get to the lava, I don't have a good view from here, but you see they disappear. And then we check it out here. You have 15 cooked pork chop. We have 25, none here, and 12 here. The raw pork chop came probably from before I added the lava. Now when I turn it off, you'll see that immediately, or just a little bit later, you have a bunch of pigs spawn. Now, one of the issues with this machine, with running it manually, really, is that if it remains on for a long time, the grass on the side will die, and then we might have less pigs spawning. So this machine is better set up as a fully automatic machine, like the ones I did before on my survival server, where it keeps running and then turning off and then running. It runs at least, let's say, long enough for the pig to get to the lava, and then it turns off. And that would be perfect timing for this machine. But because it is still on the test server, I'm not really worried about it too much. So I think that this concludes everything I wanted to tell you today. I showed you the fountain, the player trap, and the pig farm. I told you about my plans for streaming and for putting myself in my videos. So once again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.